You open that. I forgot how that's going. You can take the back battery out. I see that.
Okay, let me finish up this D drive. Make sure this drive's ready to pull. Yeah, I can go ahead and pull that USB now.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Get this one out of the way. All right, what's our next step here?
Okay, go ahead. Why don't you open it up? Let me see how that's put together.
Okay.
Or actually, are there separate panels, or is it all one big back panel on the bottom?
It looks like this whole piece right here should come out.
It's perfect there. Just pry it apart with your credit card or debit.
Well, that's why it wasn't booting the whole time while we done.
Right? Yeah. The hard drive wasn't screwed down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you run into a no post issue and your computer's perimeters ain't red, pop that back off. You might have had a little mishap like this. Well, then again, I guess we could both argue that going from a mechanical drive like this.
It's going to flip up, and then it's going to be keyed, not quite in the middle.
Okay. Just like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Would it be safe to put this to the side in case I found like another one, and then I could, if I forgot a 4 GB model and I plug this in, wouldn't that make that 8 GB?
Yep. Yeah, 8 gigs of RAM. That's probably only worth $20. Just try not to zap it with static electricity, and you'll be fine.
Heard that. So what are we doing first? You want to do the RAM?
Put the memory in. Put the RAM in.
RAM in?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm looking at.
I want to force it, but it's not going in as easy as
Okay, show me the camera because it's not going to go in flat. You're going to go on at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, I'm going in at about an angle like this.
Okay, no, a little higher. Yeah. Is it keyed? Yeah, that's good. Now push down gently, and the clips are going to grab the two lips on either side. Box on it.
All right, there we go. I like that analogy. Should be good for.
Now we're replacing the 318 with the 440.
Hey, big block upgrade, man.
There we go. Actually, we're replacing a little 2.4 liter four banger.
With
a big V8. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that is about the same. Yeah, that is the same size. Wow. So.
Yeah, they are dimensionally identical.
Okay.
And structurally the same, basically.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot lighter, for sure.
Right. Oh yeah, no moving parts. The old hard drive is the motor.
Yeah, I see that now. This disc in here. I see what you mean now. I've never.
So that'll probably you'll probably get an extra half hour of battery now.
I've just never paid attention to that. I've never pulled a computer apart like that. Okay. Does this go? Obviously, this says remove for installation. So
yes. Yeah. And you're going to see how there's a smaller tab and a larger one for the plugs.
Yeah, I've got, in comparison to this, well, I'm not too sure what that plug is for right there on the original.
Yeah, that's your data, and the other one is your power. So they're both going to plug into that same plug. Basically, they're built into each other.
Now, so it's going to go face down then, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get us a two-sided piece of man strip. I'm glad I kept these. I was going to throw them away, but I figured they'd come in use at some.
Well, yeah. I double stick tape drives in certain machines that were never intended for replacing the drives.
Right. I guess I'll leave the little flap open in case
you want to be have the flap there so you can eject it next time. I mean, you probably never remove this drive because you'll never upgrade this machine.
No, from here on out, if I need an upgrade, I'll go with an i5 or better.
Right.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, that really doesn't. That lost its stick there. Let me try a better one.
Is that drive going to be installed upside down or right side up?
It looks like upside down.
Why don't you try it first before you put the sticker on the wrong side?
Yeah, it's definitely upside down. Yep. Western Digital. Yeah, let me try these strips. Those strips are kind of old.
I mean, it's a relatively minor issue because as long as you're not kicking it around very hard, you should be fine.
Well, I definitely don't want the issue that I had in the first place to find
Right.
out that it
Yeah,
popped out. Duh, there's your sign.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I mean, what? It needed an upgrade anyway, so I'm glad I never looked, because I would have been tempted to just keep using it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That and the way business has picked up here lately, that other one is just not even like having to flash through browsers to look up cards and organize and send emails. It literally is not keeping up with the demand. It just takes so long to load up any kind of page.
Good.
All right, there we go. We're cooking with kerosene now. I'm gonna go ahead and get it inserted. All right. All right, all right. Is it be safe to say to go ahead and throw the back on it?
Okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. While we have it apart, remember in our last segment, we were discussing about the possibilities of my fan being burnt out. Which
right. Right. Is it
how would
dirty?
we diagnose that?
No, you're gonna have to turn it. Just turn it on. Yeah, just turn it on.
Would it be safe to turn
Yeah, you're not gonna get
on without the back
electrocuted.
on it?
It's not like a big car part.
Okay.
Yeah, but can you there? Good.
Yep.
Here, do this. Why don't you just put the cover back on, and then we'll get Windows going. Put Windows on.
What
Let's
is it?
just go with the Windows thing. Put the bottom cover on. Yeah,
Okay.
we can play with the fan afterward. It's not going to burn up. I don't think even if you have a bad fan, you're not going to overheat, especially now without the hard drive in there.
Okay. No, it's not working as hard, right? All right, there we
No,
go.
go get your memory stick. Plug that in, and then get the memory stick. Then you built.
And you go ahead and turn it on.
You got to put the camera at the screen so you can see it boot.
Yep. All right. Can we flip it around?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. There we go. All right. Let's see what she does.
All right. Just turn it on, and we're going to wait patiently for about a minute. Oh, did you get a new keyboard too?
No, not yet.
All right.
I still haven't even popped that one out and see which one I need.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
What's that say? F1.
F1.
Oh, it's recognizing that you have new memory.
Had to push that keyboard bezel back down. So we just kind of got a blank screen over here.
With the memory stick in it? Did you put
Yep.
Windows in it?
Oh,
yeah. There it is.
Yeah,
we're good. Hurry up and wait. Okay, hit next.
Go ahead and hit next, I'm assuming. All right.
Hit install.
That is already seemingly a lot faster.
Okay, just hit the link that says you don't have the key in the lower right-hand corner.
Gotcha. Laptop, it said that whenever I buy anything with
just
Windows
do the home
10,
edition.
Yep. I agree. Upgrade, install Windows, and keep file
No, you want to
settings
do
and
the
applications.
custom down below. Yeah. There you go. So now just hit next. It'll format and partition the drive. There. That's pretty much it for the next 10 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Really?
It's not difficult.
Well, that was actually a pretty.
Yeah, so basically when someone comes in and then they have a virus, this is essentially what I do. Or if they want a hard drive upgrade.
There's DDR2, but it was DDR3.
That is the difference. I forgot. Yeah, so there's DDR2, 3, 4, and technically there's 5, but that's the latest and greatest, which you're far from. So, yeah. Right. I think that machine is that machine's DDR3. The one you're working on now, is that what you just installed? Yeah.
Duo, old. I don't even know if, I mean, it's got all the bells and whistles where I can run a 3-monitor setup, and it's got the DVD burn drive and stuff. It makes me think it might be worth saving for old school things to do, but getting files ready, we're at 50%. Yeah, I can't believe that, man. I should have popped that back cover off forever ago to find out that that's all that was.
Yeah, most of these repairs are fairly straightforward. I mean, I'd imagine in a lot of ways your job as a mechanic are a more sophisticated thing.
I'll be damned.
Here, I'm typing in the chat here. Hello.
This is a 320 gigabyte.
That's an old drive. That's probably what came with it. They don't make it smaller than 500 now.
Oh, okay. Well, I might keep it around just in case, throw it in a machine or something that I get broken or what have you.
Cool. SSD upgrade.
But yeah, back to the price of that. I mean, just alone, we're looking at between the computer and the upgrades, we're right at about maybe a little over $100. Not much.
Yeah. So I would expect. So basically, realistically speaking, you're going to get another 2 years out of this machine because that's how many more years Windows 10 will be up.
Oh yeah.
And then you'll be forced into 11 because once you can no longer get the updates, you won't be able to get the security updates.
To be able to a new install.
Yeah.
Heard that.
Yeah. So what you're going to want to do is just save all your stuff in the cloud. So you get 5 gigs of free live account. So if you have a Microsoft account, and you're just going to be poking around on the web with this thing, right?
I would do a little, some light. I am. The ultimate goal is we'll see how see how much horsepower it's got. So
yeah,
to
right,
speak.
right.
I'm trying to convert from, because iMovie is very limited as far as what you can edit and
Yeah,
upload. If I can run Photoshop with this and
I've heard I've heard DaVinci Resolve might be a little bit better. It's free also.
DaVinci Resolve,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
Well, it's a free one, so try that. If it's
But
heavy,
assuming I can get OBS Studio to run flawless on this,
well,
and
I'm
get
running
that,
OBS on a 6 or 7 year old Dell desktop, so I did the same upgrade. I did an SSD and 16 gigs of RAM.
and
And
you're running.
running, I mean, it'll do that.
See, I think between, if I can run OBS and some kind of editing software, I think I'd be happy to where I can just kind of migrate from using iMovie, which is very basic edits. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'll be able to do more elaborate things as far as editing and filters and what have you.
Yeah.
Let's see, if I have to upgrade, I don't think I'm going to need nothing bigger than an i5 for what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get an i3 to do it.
Right. Well, an i5 will run most games.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm old school too. You know, when I say games, I'm not talking like the Fortnite or whatever the kids
Yeah.
are playing these days.
You're not going to do any simulation games. No
No,
third.
it'll be
No third
older,
party
like
shoot 'em ups. Right.
that and Fallout. You know, old Duke Nukem's always a good title
Yeah.
to pick up
There you
every
go.
now and again. So
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when the games you play are the ones that you want to play are the ones you grew up with, which is
pretty
fine.
much. I mean, I get, I like the newer games or what have you, but when it comes to the newer games, I'm pretty much just on a Nintendo Switch playing Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it doesn't really require a whole lot of
Right.
power, I guess, what have you.
What's our progress? About 50%.
No, we were actually restarting and getting ready. So
Oh wow, this is actually
yeah, it's going by pretty quick. I'm actually really impressed. Like usually by now, from about the time that we started the whole boot thing, it would probably just now be like ready for me to put my password in. That's how slow it used to be.
right.
Like we've already installed the program and everything. So
Got it.
all right, we're doing something now. Let's
I'm gonna go to Amazon and link some screw kits for you.
yeah,
Let's see here.
I
Laptop.
definitely need that. I just can't believe that's the darndest thing. We went to all those stores and nobody had like a little eyeglass repair kit or nothing.
No, yeah, you'd think everything is bought online now.
I went to Walgreens, so I thought for sure someplace like that would have that.
Right. Let's see here. Let's do share. Where's the share link? Oh, there it is. I moved it. Copy link. YouTube.
Hi there. I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
There you go.
A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
Yeah, I just put a link to
or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, I like that. I can read.
If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control, and Enter keys at the same time to turn.
Thanks, but no thanks. Just get me to what I need to do.
There, I just linked a screw kit you can get on Amazon.
All right.
Go ahead and get it online.
Oh, there we go. It started listening to me, and it.
This is actually for as old a computer as it is. It's actually a little bit faster than I would have guessed.
What, this?
Yeah.
It's significantly faster already. At least it
Right.
seems to be through the menus anyway. We'll see what it actually does.
Well, 16 gigs of RAM is a big upgrade for a 6 or 7 year old computer.
Let me try to remember this Wi-Fi password.
You can do
If
that
not,
later too. You're going to have
What's that?
Your updates will literally take longer to finish than this whole install. I'm actually watching the live feed on YouTube because the screen's bigger.
Oh, yeah, versus our little mini chats that we got.
Right.
Oh, cool. That password. I remembered it. Sweet. All right. Says we got some important setup to do. Okay.
Oh,
I need to log into my account.
It's trying to get you onto Microsoft's login. Have a Microsoft account.
Yep. Go ahead and enter all that good junk in.
Yeah. I'm so glad they finally added this feature. This is easier.
Oh, yeah, the let's go live together.
Yeah, if all you want to do is a conversation, a two-man podcast, it's perfect.
Oh, snap. Should be outlook.com, right? Yeah.
I don't know. It could be, it's arbitrary. It's any email you assign to it, but you get an automatic Outlook email with a Microsoft account.
Yeah, when I got my Xbox way back in the day, I've always had the same
Microsoft account, right?
Yeah. It's telling me that my password is incorrect.
Yeah, what I usually do is log into a local account before I get it online. And that way I do the updates and then I log into Microsoft if I feel like it. But the logic with that is that because I'm dealing with other people's computers, I don't want to ask them for their Microsoft account. So,
okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't even want to do a whole Microsoft account. So I'll let them do that at their leisure if they want. I'll explain it once they get there so that they can understand 365 is its whole thing because they don't know that Microsoft Office also comes with the cloud, and that's part of what that $100 a year plan is, or the $70 a plan year is. Because $70 a year gets you a terabyte of cloud backup plus Microsoft Office for one computer. You spend the extra $30 at $99, and that supports 6 devices. So if you have a family, you get Microsoft Office and a terabyte of cloud backup for each user.
I do need to get Microsoft Office just because I need to educate myself and implement Excel in my business.
Okay, well then you're going to pay if just for the one computer, it's $70 a year. That'll give you backup, cloud backup also.
Does that come with a antivirus protection and what have you?
Microsoft Windows 10 comes with some basic protection. You don't necessarily, since we're dealing with a budget system, you don't necessarily need to pay for virus protection. But if I tell someone to buy protection, ESET NOD32 is $60 for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's $15 for an additional machine. So they give good volume discounts.
It says use your Android phone from your PC. Well, I don't use Android.
You don't need to do any of that.
Android's garbage. I did have an HTC that I did like particularly well, but
right.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. These little setup will take a little bit.
Are you logging into your Microsoft account?
Oh, I'm past all that.
Are you on the desktop yet?
It's kind of stuck at this screen right here, but I notice it keeps popping up saying that it's listening. So if I stay quiet for a second, it might.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. That's really weird. Hit the escape key. We shouldn't have to wait through Cortana. Hit the Windows key, see if it shows up. I think we're going to have to wait. That's annoying.
Yeah, it's like we're stuck on the services.
Right. Oh, here it comes. It's building your account, basically. Here, you can turn the microphone off. Just touch it. Click on it.
I forgot it was touchscreen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well, oh, now you're doing so good. Just technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you turn off your YouTube stream so you got better bandwidth?
Yeah, I have the other computer completely off.
All right.
My phone should be the only thing that's on the network right now.
Well, because if it's online, Microsoft might be trying to do some updates right now.
Yeah, it's definitely doing something.
That's weird. It doesn't hesitate right at this window.
Should I try to click the back link, or?
I've just never seen. Yeah, go ahead and hit the back and see what your option is. Up at the top left. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Click next. Continue.
That was weird.
Yeah, that's a weird place for it to hesitate like that.
Right on. Well, at least we kind of got out of it. Not now. Let's just get to the home screen. Almost done.
All right. It looks like we got an audience. Why don't you tell everyone what hardware this is?
The model of the computer?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah, well, it's a 2014 Dell Latitude 3340, and we are upgrading it from a 400 or 4 gigabytes of RAM, and I can't remember what it said. 320 gigabyte HHD or mechanical hard drive.
Yeah.
We have put in 16 gigabytes of crucial RAM and a 500 gigabyte SSD.
Yes, there we are.
And for the record, this is a $50 used laptop sourced from Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. And this is a cheap $50 upgrade.
Cool.
So we're looking at a pretty much a $100 budget gaming / editing streaming PC.
Sweet. And now I'm just walking you through installing Windows 10.
Yep, so far so good.
Oh, this actually, I didn't even realize this was actually an i3. I thought this was a Pentium Classic. All right.
No, this is my Pentium Core 2 Duo.
All right.
Yeah, which we'll see what we can do with that one.
Sweet.
All right, here we go.
There. So now you've probably.
Is it safe to unplug the?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're done
drive
with
yet,
that.
or?
Yes.
Oh, maybe. There we go. What are we doing first?
Do some updates.
Let's go.
Yeah. So go to the start button.
Wow, that is really fast. All right. I don't know what fast to you in your description of fast, but from what this was to what it is now, that is already
free horsepower. So scroll down to the bottom of the window and hit the free updates. The updates and security icon.
Update and security.
There. Now hit the gray button in the middle, sorted to the top. Yeah, that. Oh, that's Microsoft OneDrive or 365. There you go.
Your device is
Yep, that's normal behavior because that memory stick is probably a month or two out of date.
Okay.
So it's literally going to take longer to do all your updates than it did to install Windows and the hardware.
All right, where's the update button? Oh, okay, it's
Yeah.
already updating.
So what's going to happen is that these updates are going to happen, and then you're going to restart to finish them, and then you're going to do it like 2 or 3 more times, because you're not going to be done with this. There's going to be like 2 more rounds of updates before it's actually complete.
Before it's all the way ready to go.
Let me show you what I mean. Right click on the start button. Yeah, now go to Device Manager, which is sort of in the middle. Okay, yeah, see, you're missing drivers. The Windows updates will fix that.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, think of the drivers as like a wiring harness.
Right, and what connects all my components together. Okay, gotcha.
Basically why they call it a driver. It's software that drives hardware.
Right.
So a wiring harness is the best automotive analogy I can come up with.
Yeah, or roads. I think a road would be another one too. Okay. Let's see what else. What do you run for a browser?
I use Chrome, and then it keeps all my cloud settings up.
Okay, use Chrome. I think when I'm on the iPhone, I just use Safari, but I'm pretty fond Chrome member.
You can use fine. All the modern browsers are okay. It's not like the bad old days of Internet Explorer, which was always the red-headed stepchild sort of browser that was never
the Firefox versus Internet Explorer days.
Well, Firefox and Chrome are basically the 2 leaders.
Firefox was the rate.
So in less than 45 minutes, you got yourself a usable machine. Now you just have another half hour or more of updates.
Yeah, I would say really. I mean, between the literal manual part of this and installing everything, that was probably like 5-10 minutes. Everything else is, as you
right. Hurry up and wait.
Is pretty much updates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see on how it will run Fallout New Vegas. That's going to be like my first real benchmark test for it.
Right. No, so the machine isn't actually performing as well as it can. It needs all those updates to be more optimized.
Yeah, I'll definitely let it run through its what have you, through its cycles before I go. I guess another good question to ask, speaking of Fallout, I still have Fallout on that computer, and I still have it on this hard drive. How do I get it on my new one without having to pay for it?
So you'll have to, okay, so you could potentially clone the drive. Are you thinking of maybe cloning that drive?
Third party.
Well,
time download code.
If you can re-register the installation with a new piece of hardware, that's the best way to do it. I don't recommend cloning a mechanical drive with a bunch of miles on it.
Well, what about this? The same way that we did the Windows 11 or the Windows update.
That's not cloning.
Can I just pull it from that computer?
Well, you can't pull programs from the other hard drive. You have to manually reinstall everything. Is that what?
Okay. So pretty much I can't like reinstall the installer.
Oh no, yes, you can reinstall Windows, but you can't move the game from the original hard drive.
Oh,
right.
Hundreds of hours are on that hard drive, right?
Right.
Probably at least 200 hours worth of game on there.
There is a way to do that. If you really needed to, you could do what's called cloning, but that's something you want to do when the drive is still new. So you can take.
I would say this thing,
you can.
We're breaking real bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You broke up. You can take.
Yeah, we're breaking up real bad.
Right. So you can basically take a snapshot of a working system while it's new, and it'll be a way to get the stuff that you wanted from the old machine onto the new one. But you want to do that while the machine's new, because if the drive is on its way out, you'll take that failing hard drive and its performance issues will become software issues on the new system.
I heard that. Right on.
So,
Yeah, I'll see. I mean, it's only $10. If I got to spend $10 for it again, I guess whatever.
right.
Probably actually get the Steam version of it. I read a lot of bad reviews that the Steam version has a lot of problems.
I don't know. I'm not much of a gamer. The one game I play is Microsoft Flight Simulator, and that's a Steam game.
Oh yeah, Flight Simulator.
You need a modern game for that. You need modern hardware for that, though. The hardware you're dealing with won't do it.
Oh yeah, I say my little integrated graphics probably wouldn't run. I mean, I'm sure it would in low detail, but nothing
No,
like significant.
had Flight Simulator 5.0. So that was DOS
Is that-
6, and it was DOS 6.2, and it was Windows 3.1.
Oh, okay. Well, even before we did this upgrade on this one, I could run Fallout New Vegas and
Right,
arguably looked better than if I playing on the 360 the year that it came out.
right.
So I'm curious to see on how it does with all this upgrade.
Right.
I still can't get over that. That's all it is. It's just some fuses.
No, that's
Some fuses,
this
pretty
box
much.
thing that happens on the screen stores in that chip, and then the chip gets erased when you turn the machine off.
And it just clears itself, ready for
Yeah,
the next load or whatever. Okay.
yeah.
Just dumps it.
Your long-term memory that doesn't get erased is the hard drive.
This doesn't say Dell or nothing on it.
No,
Wouldn't Dell have their own house brand?
no, just like a tire, it isn't Ford branded.
I heard that. Right on. I see what you mean.
Yeah, Ford doesn't make tires; they make cars.
Yep, they make cars.
Yeah, well,
Firestone.
even if you pop open the hood of a car, it's not Dodge or Ford or whatever. You got all sorts of aftermarket Bosch and all that other hardware branding.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's not uncommon to
Right,
you'll see a car and you'll get to I didn't find it. I started really working on cars, like replacing all kinds of stuff, and
right.
it's not uncommon for like Mitsubishi. Actually, the distributor that was in my Mazda that I built last year
Yeah.
was actually a Mitsubishi distributor.
Uh huh. Right.
Common to see that. So,
Yeah. So a lot of
and
these companies,
Mitsubishi and Mazda have like no cars that they build together versus like Mitsubishi and Diamond Star Motors, Chrysler Products, and all that have their own little in-house thing that they. So it's just kind of weird to see a Mitsubishi part on a Mazda that had no part being there.
right.
It looks like we are at. Yeah, they're going pretty slow. It might be another
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. It's going to take twice, maybe three times as long to do those updates. And then when you do this, when you restart, you're going to check for updates again, and you're guaranteed to have a bunch more.
More. So that's fine. And with me definitely throwing some money at this thing now, I want to go ahead and get some nice antivirus and what have you put on it.
ESET, which is spelled ESET.com, and then Nod32. Don't buy their upgraded crap. You don't need the firewall. Just get the for 1 year. It's $40. So ESET, and that way you get two computers. It's probably worth spending the extra $15. And for
Right.
$75, you got 2 years for two computers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I've got two computers, so that'd work out just fine. But since I think much done with that one in this video, as far as the next time we do a live stream, working on it, kind of compare i9 that's in the front
right.
room, see how it kind of compares task, streaming, what have you. I'm sure anything labor intensive, the i9 will
No,
definitely.
I think your
You
biggest
know what I
issue.
mean? But just to prove that $100 budget computer can keep up with boys on the basic tasks. So if you're if you're just a basic emails out and maybe doing maybe you got a video for the family that editing, you know what I mean? Just to prove that hey, you can go buy $100 or a $50 computer, buy
Right.
$700 laptop.
There are a
You
lot
know
of
what I
people
mean?
that just want something to get online, and this is it.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not going to sit there and put my foot in my mouth, so to speak, yet, because we're not done setting this up yet.
Okay,
I
so
would almost willing to go buy a $300 computer right now
right.
and put it in comparison to that, and I would say that this probably would not keep up with it, but outperform it.
Did we ever figure out where your router is?
Oh, and I didn't think to ask either. It's got to be one of these laws or
Well,
something somewhere. I'm just overlooking it.
the thing I thought about is that if you upgrade your Wi-Fi card, I know your phone can't be upgraded, and we don't know if there's a problem with your internet or you're just really far from it. But if you get an external USB Wi-Fi card, your laptop performance might perform better. We without being there, I can't properly diagnose what's up with your Wi-Fi performance.
It was doing something here. It just restarted on me.
Yeah. Did it actually restart, or it should present a button that says "Please restart"?
No, it went dim and then come back alive. I can't unplug it because unfortunately, I still have a battery issue with this computer.
Right.
It only
You can get the
works
battery
on.
that machine for like $30 on Amazon.
Well, I'm hoping it is just the battery because
Yeah.
if you put the BIOS into the program that whatever runs all that thing and senses all that, it says it can't even the batteries there. So I'm hoping nothing's broke.
Right. Cool.
But yeah, that's definitely next time. But anyway, back to this. So we have 2 Duo.
Yeah.
Pretty old machine. This actually doesn't have a year on it. Well, I haven't found it anyway, but just given the internals that it has, that not being a
Yeah.
20, if I had to guess. And this is a DDR2 laptop.
Right.
And I will tell you, when I was looking up RAM for this thing, DDR RAM is really expensive for whatever reason.
I guess it can, but after about as long as you can still run good, which is 2 years.
Right. Well, I got on Crucial. Unfortunately, they don't even offer RAM for this thing.
Oh yeah,
You got to find.
it's so legacy now. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to find it third party.
Right.
The most I can put in this is 8 gigabytes, so it's already got 4 gigabytes.
Yeah. 8 gigs is basically barely enough for Windows 10 to operate properly.
Right. So I would love to be able to stick this in there and have 8 gigabytes,
Right.
but I know that's not going to work because it's a
Now,
DDR.
I tell people when they buy the hardware not to expect more than 5 or 6 years.
Right. That's about all you're going to get out of it. Yeah.
Right.
You got these things are like cars. They're used hard every day. You know what I
Well,
mean?
at least a car, even if it's an old clunker and it's got a million miles on it, it's still just a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, computer's not the best analogy. It's not a comparable analogy. A car becomes still useful. A computer becomes obsolete because it's less functional.
Yep. Parts are harder to get. Well, assuming that we can find the DDR6 at a reasonable rate.
Yeah, just go to eBay and see. Here, just go to let's go to eBay and see what DDR2 sells for.
Okay.
Let's go eBay.com.
Hard drive.
Let's go DDR2.
And do the same SSD upgrade. We'll do the 500 gigabyte Western Digital.
Okay, no, you can get. Oh, that's desktop memory. Let me see here. Desktop memory.
I'm just curious to see what can we get an Intel Pentium 2 Duo core Duo to do.
That's an oldie.
Yeah, I know, because I'm telling you, it barely runs Fallout and low resolution, and it's still very laggy. But if I can get medium resolution out of it,
yeah, okay.
And this is just kind of a just for kicks kind of project. You know what I mean? Not that we're expecting anything serious out of this oldie right here, but
right.
If it can at least keep up with basic streaming, it might be worth keeping around for a couple more years. You know what I mean?
You're going to pay over $35 for 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, see, I was just like, wow, I just paid that for DDR3, but okay.
Okay.
And I can only go 8 gigs. 8 gigs is the max.
Yeah. All right. Holy cow. Yeah. This is.
It's expensive if you're seeing what I was seeing. Over $100.
Well, here I found 2 DDR2s, 8 gigs total for about $20.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Send that over to me. I'll go ahead and I'll pick it up.
All right.
And then I'll pick up another one of these while they're still on sale. These are on sale, by the way, right now for $40
Right.
for anybody who's interested.
Sweet.
And I thought it was a really good deal.
Go ahead. Yeah, Samsung's my go-to brand. Where's this here? There used to be a link where I could just share it. Let's see.
Yeah, in my opinion, this was super budget, except for the crucial memory. I think that's about the only thing that I didn't really skip out on.
Copy. RAM here.
Oh, we're doing something.
Oh, you know what? That link, I gotta do a Bitly. I gotta do a Bitly. Hold on. Where's that stupid eBay link? The link it produced is too big for me to put in the chat. Let's see here. I can either Bitly it, or where's the darn link that allows me to? Oh, there it is. The share link. Oh man, I still have to Bitly it. Hold on. Bit.ly. Oh, all right, let's see here. Scroll down.
All righty, we got a few download errors.
That's fine. That's normal. Go ahead and restart the machine.
Gotcha.
That's actually normal.
Still got a couple of them down. They're almost on 100. Give them a second. Get ready for Windows 11.
Yeah, that machine won't take it. There,
No.
I just put the RAM in the chat.
You got it? You got the link in there?
Yeah, you can see it pop up, right?
No, because I'm not on.
Oh, all right.
I'm not on chat like you are.
Oh, but it actually popped up on my feed. The chat. That's weird. On the phone.
Really?
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm not. That's why.
What's your channel? Let me see what this looks like on your channel again.
Okay, there we go. Now, what'd you say?
There.
You can find me at Drew.
Hold on just a second. Let's see. What's your channel? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's your channel? Your YouTube channel?
Drift and Go.
DRI.
Yep, DRIFTN Go. Oh, get out of that.
Let's see here. Video.
Yeah, that's weird because I got Windows 11 on that computer.
Say that again. Well,
I'm actually running Windows 11 on the old computer.
I'm surprised that 11 works on that hardware.
Yeah, I'm reading on here now. Let's see what the requirements are.
Yeah, I was interested in how this live feed works because you don't have a live feed here. I don't know.
No.
It was my understanding that we both go live at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I don't know. I guess it's on my channel then. I guess if you host, it goes to your channel. I thought that we go live at the same time. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I might have to download then off of your channel then, or maybe they give us an option to kind of both save it. I don't know.
Well, obviously, features, so they'll be adding features.
Right. I know it did say something about the more you build your channel up or whatever, the more features you'll have access to. So.
Oh yeah, and you have
You might
to
be
you have to do your double authentication. You have to add your certify your phone number with the channel.
Yeah, I've already got all that done.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm done. Definitely certified. Should I see if this computer's eligible for Windows 11, or is it even worth the upgrade?
I'm betting $1 it's not going to work.
The only reason why I think it might is because, like I said, I'm running Windows 11 on that computer, and that one's dinosaur compared to this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can try. It won't hurt by checking. Are you doing more updates?
Yep.
Is it still restarting?
No, we're still at. Still got one more going at 74. And then the rest were errors, so I'm guessing I'll have to restart it afterwards.
Yeah, that's normal behavior. That's why you're going to have to do 2 or 3 more times.
Oh, I got another one too at 21%.
It doesn't say installing, because if it says installing, you could go ahead and restart.
Yeah, it says it's installing.
Okay, go ahead and restart it, and then it'll say that it's restarting.
Okay.
You don't have to wait for all that to finish. You can restart now, so that way you can walk away and it'll do a full restart.
All right, restart. There we go, power. I've been so used to like I said, using Windows 11 on that one. It takes me a second to navigate Windows 10.
Right.
All right, restarting.
I noticed some of your YouTube content, you haven't added any tags to your videos. That might help you get a few subscribers.
Yeah, I need to get in there and update my titles, thumbnails, tags, and hell, just about everything else on there. I just haven't had a machine capable to be able to, really do anything, extravagant. It's just always basic edits, and that's what I'm trying to move on from, is being able to use like those powerful Adobe features and stuff to make like my own animations and all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And at the phone, you just don't have those capabilities. I mean, you can throw in an animal noise or something like that every now and again, but that's just me. I think it was great to learn on, but once you get so far in your YouTube career, you need to adapt and definitely kind of progress from it.
Need to make it a point to improve, because if you're just
Improve, exactly.
You need to recognize what needs to change and then change it.
Because now I notice that I'm actually getting an audience now. I'm at, I think 60 something subscribers, which may not be a whole lot to some people, but there's 60 people out there in the real world that tune in to me every week. So
I got 240, but I'm doing the
240.
utility that helps me with my SEO. So if you just be clever, if you title your videos exactly what you're up to, and then add tags for exactly what you're doing, especially since your niche is probably wider than mine.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I am doing the dual content. I'm doing Pokemon and cars at the same time. That is pretty wide out here, so I guess.
Well, I can tell you the experts. Don't just take my knowledge as a grain of salt or whatever. But the experts will say, don't be too haphazard. Try to focus. So you should probably keep your cars on another channel.
I thought about that too, but it's just such a pain in the butt to kind of, jump. I tried that for a minute, and I was just like, wow, this is stupid when I can just condense everything to one channel. You know what I mean?
Well, for ease of use, for like if you're just going to upload, if you're going to film live, you can do it all on one channel and just download the automotive stuff and then upload it manually to the automotive channel.
Yeah, I guess in that way. And seeing once like I said, with a better machine, I might be able to I might be able to get some, better performance out of that to be able to do that. Because just doing it all on a smart device, it takes too much time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Between editing 2 different videos, posting to 2 different channels, promoting for 2 different channels, when I condensed it to one, it was all right. Well, I'm cramming a bunch of a bunch of material into one video for one dedicated, and it just made it easier. I tried not to like. If I'm doing car stuff in this video, I'm not trying to put Pokemon stuff in this video. So I always tried to keep it separate,
Yeah. Right.
We're
Cool.
still restarting.
Yeah, that's normal. Not surprised at all. It could take another 5 minutes before it fully reboots.
Fully reboots up.
And then you're going to do updates again.
More updates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you take it down to like my channel, like I'm here to teach everybody pretty much just the ins. I wouldn't say the ins and outs because I'm still learning that myself as I go.
Right.
But I definitely feel confident enough at this point that I can definitely get you into the business for sure, and get you pointed. Not only can I get you into the business, but I can get you pointed in the right direction to build instead of just making random sales. I mean, yeah, you can make money at it, but can you consistently make money and then keep it coming in at the same time?
You have to know what you have. It's like I can't just go ahead and start a business of I can't start myself at my own pawn shop without knowing what things are worth.
Well, right, without knowing, or at least the value of things are worth. And
Right.
and then the killer part is that was a great analogy because you think here's how a pawn shop operates. A pawn shop, let's say, this laptop. All right, we'll pretend this is a brand new Dell laptop, $500 at Walmart right now.
Right.
Now you go take this to the pawn shop. The pawn shop's job is to try to get this $500 laptop off of you for 40%.
Right.
That is the pawn shop's goal. Now, as a business owner, you kind of want to do the same thing. Now, with cards, you're probably not going to buy very many cards with 40%.
Right.
But you can buy a lot of cards with 60%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll take this, we'll call this a $100 card. It's worth $100.
Right.
I'm going to try to buy it off of you for $60, so I can sell it for $100 to make $40 off of it.
Well, if you have I would guess that a car with issues, the profit margin is in your skills able to put it back on the road.
Exactly.
Oftentimes,
exactly.
minimal, but it might be 8 hours.
And I'm not saying 60% is always a solid number. In my personal opinion, just since I've been doing this business, I think 60% is a very common, decent number to where you're not screwing yourself, but you're not offending the seller as well. You know what I mean? Because you send a low ball offer to a seller, and he'd be like, screw you, you know what I mean? But if you would just offer maybe $5 more, he'd be like, all right. So it gives you some decent wiggle room to where you're not trying to upset the person selling, you know what I mean? On the same end of that, if you were to buy something off me, you know what I mean? You give me a decent price. The worst I can tell you is no, and we could always from there, you know what I mean? So it's a give and take business.
Oh yeah, I've done a lot of bartering, fixed computers from service and taking services from my clients that do their own thing.
And it's fun. You meet all kinds of crazy, strange people. I mean, not saying all of them are kind of out there, but I've met a couple out there people, but I wouldn't say the kind of people that might try to kidnap you and keep you in your closet. But then again, I don't know. You meet some characters out there, man.
Right.
You just got to be careful. I try to do a lot of my business like that, like Starbucks or something like
that. Yeah, no. I've been on my own for about 10 years. I've run the gamut. I just had one customer I had to deal with the other day, and he was a hassle. But I got rid of them.
Yeah, you get them, and they're impossible to avoid. You just do the best service you can and move on. If it's to the point where you don't want to facilitate them again, if they're that big of an issue, sometimes it is better to cut that.
Well, it's taken years to earn the confidence to fire some customers.
Right, and sometimes you gotta say no because in the end, the money's not worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes
the money's just not worth the headache.
And sometimes, like this particular customer thought he could just sit there and wait for his machine to be done. I'm thinking, no, it's not quite that easy.
Yeah, and then have you ever been to like an old school automotive shop? You'll see funny signs on the wall saying,
"Watch, it's extra." Right? If you help, it's extra.
Yep,
Yeah.
15% if you watch, 20% if you ask questions. Yep, see, you got to go back to that.
Now there are times. In fact, I've filmed these conversations on my YouTube channel where it does make sense for the customer to take a good conversation while I work, because then the customer sees what they're getting.
Oh well, yeah, I guess in certain scenarios,
But I mean,
like what me
you're going to build a transmission for me. You don't want me breathing down your neck.
No, yeah, you want me to be in my zone, concentrating on what I'm doing. You're right, correct.
But
that's something a little less hands-on, yeah.
But if I'm able to articulate what the customer is asking me to do, and it is time consuming, so they legitimately get to see me break sweat doing the work, then it's not so bad.
Right. Yeah, I know. Like I said, just every now and again you'll run into. I get what you mean. You run into the difficult ones. That's I went to go deliver a game the other day at Starbucks, and I always bring whenever I'm. And I will bring a device with me so that you can, test drive the game, make sure that everything works, saves, and so what.
Right.
This gentleman decided to play 45 minutes worth of this game.
Yeah.
And then ultimately decided that he didn't want it. And after the fact that he didn't want it, sit there and try to negotiate. Oh, well, I'll take it if you can. Oh, that's not how that works. You know what I mean? But he figured if he wasted enough, and I knew what he was doing. Time and irritated me that I would just be like, all right, whatever. And that's the case with me. I got all the time. I got all the time in a day.
Well,
so
the way at least if I'm able to articulate why I want a certain amount of money, then they can't argue, because the more articulate deal maker is going to be the more powerful person.
Right. And I try to be respectful in those situations, but I found myself when I got home looking at my Facebook reviews that I had a negative impact on there.
Right.
And I can't think of anybody who would have done that other than that person.
Now,
so it's just like, wow.
There's a bit of an entitlement factor. I've had a few people, but I mean, especially the younger ones, if they're under 35,
right.
There's a lot of especially here in Los Angeles.
Narcissism. Yeah, narcissism. Yeah. LA. If I say you're a narcissistic capital of the world, buddy. Yep. Yeah, I spent a few months out there. I loved it. It was great. But
it's a great place to visit, but it's about twice as crowded as what I grew up with.
I am by no means a scared body of any kind. Like I've never been afraid to go anywhere or what have you. But LA is just one of those places that I don't feel comfortable walking outside my home after dark. Not even
getting there. Have you seen a movie called Men at Work with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez?
What is it? Men at Work? Yeah, the garbage man. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's where I live. That's where I was raised. That was literally filmed down the street from where I am right now. So that's the LA that you usually don't see portrayed in Hollywood.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's usually like runs down the beach. And I'll tell you right now, after dark, the beach is the last place you will see me.
Well, here in the South Bay, I promise, the South Bay is what you don't hear about because it is so far from the freeway. So crime is not really a problem.
Right.
So this is the beach. Technically, you're thinking of Santa Monica.
Santa Monica area, yeah. Well,
no.
More the North Bay, but yeah, period.
No.
But
so I'm in the South Bay. That's Palos Verdes, Hermosa, Redondo, Manhattan Beach, and up to.
I feel like the further I guess away from Hollywood you are, which I was in an exotic. We'll say that she was in the exotic industry, or whatever. But I feel like the closer to Hollywood, not that we were anywhere near there, but the closer you are, I feel like the more theatrical version of LA that you get. You know what I mean? Well, so I guess probably further south, like you are, it's probably like the more realistic world view of how it actually is.
Well, this is where actually a lot of Hollywood hangs out. A lot of famous faces down here because no one knows what the South Bay is.
Nobody. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just like the more normal part of
They're
of
more
the region.
normal compared to the rest of the country, is what you mean. Yes.
Versus if you up there, everything is just kind of like almost predictable because you just know how somebody's going to be. You know what I mean? It's all keeping up appearances and what have you. And we are back online, by the way.
Cool. So go ahead and check for more updates. You probably have a handful left.
Still can't sign into OneDrive.
Oh, that's a bug. Do some more updates. That'll fix it.
Okay.
I happen to know that bug.
Updates. Settings. System. But land is incredibly cheap out in California and Arizona too. Arizona land is just
Like I said, my
ridiculously cheap.
land over in Laughlin was it's worth about $5,000, and that's 2.5 acres.
Right, that's a lot of land for that kind of money. You know what I mean? Versus I
Yeah.
wouldn't even buy you a quarter of an acre here. Not even a
Right.
quarter of one.
Right.
No.
So, like, I'm itching to figure out how I can earn a living out there, just because I wouldn't have any rent to pay.
What out? Oh, where I'm at.
No, well, if I was to move to like the desert where my land is, I could park the motorhome out there and not have any bills to pay.
Well, you got perfect setup out there, especially if you were to go all solar and did your
Yeah.
own rainwater, what have you, your own filtration system. That's my personal goal anyway.
Yeah, but I got to figure out, like, I can't take the client base I've built up over a dozen years with me. Then I'd have more people to get. I'd have competition to deal with because there's got to be other guys like me out there already.
Yeah, I think at that point you'd be taking on like everything would probably be pretty much online based at that point, and then depending on how you can keep up with shipping and what have you, you might actually lose money on the end. Because I'll tell you right now, just in my with Pokemon card and merchandise and games and collectibles, shipping is pretty pricey with that. Just for if I were to ship you 100 cards, it costs me about $3 to ship. I couldn't imagine what it would cost to ship a laptop, probably 10, $15. So
Right.
but you would have to add that, which would make you more expensive to your competitors who would be in the area. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, I understand. I mean, I charge myself out. I bill myself out at $160 an hour.
Right.
I'm in probably the most expensive region in the country. So
I think for $160.
well, $160 for me to give you what you need is usually handled in 1 hour.
Right. I mean, so that's exactly. So you're going to you're doing the repair at your clients,
Right.
convenience and at a good price. Like you said, if you can get all that done within that 1 hour, I mean, you can't beat that deal anywhere else.
Oh, no, that's why I'm excited about giving these conversations
Right.
more and more because I know these conversations, people are going to get details for anything they want to do.
Right. I mean, as you can see, just for something as simple as this, I mean, you could definitely handle something. Almost do a whole upgrade on a client's computer with just that 1 hour.
No,
I mean, you're not
I basically did the same thing with my dad, so I was able to help him do his SSD upgrade on his laptop.
right. And this is via remote for somebody who's never really touched anything like
Yeah,
that. Not that
well,
I
both automotive inclined, so you're good with your hands. You're mechanically inclined, and I'm fairly articulate, so I could walk most people through most
yeah.
anything I do.
I think if you could put a basic Lego set together, I feel like you can upgrade your computer at this
Right.
point.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
you know,
I mean, I've not been doing it a long time. I don't think of it as particularly difficult because I'm fairly dyslexic. In the old days, bad old days, when I was learning this stuff, if I didn't learn how to type out a long string of DOS command, it pissed me off because if I missed something, it would take me 10 minutes to figure out where I mistyped something.
where you missed it out. Yep.
Yeah, because you used to have to I remember used to do the CD driver to get it going. You'd have to type out a long string of text. You write up your INI file, which is basically a script to get things to load, so that use all your hardware. These days, you literally just plug things in and play. That's why they call it plug and play.
Plug and play. I remember my first computer was a Commodore 64 Worth, and everything was command based.
Yeah, no. If it wasn't
Remember
for
the old game. What was it? It was Zork. Zork was probably my first computer game I ever played.
yeah, my only my first computer was a 3.1. It had Windows 3.1. It was a 486 380. It was a 486 running at 25 megahertz with 12 megs of RAM and 170 gig hard drive.
170 gig hard drive.
Yeah, 170 megs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, man, I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, I don't remember what mine was. I want to say it was less than 100 actually. All right,
Right.
we are here. It says additional updates. Choose the update you want, and then select download and
You're gonna
install.
want to do them all. Just do them all. Excuse me.
All of them. Okay. Yep, that's a lot. Hopefully, this be the last run of updates. Yeah, you wasn't kidding. It says this PC doesn't currently meet the minimum requirements to run Windows 11. But I kid you not, that PC has Windows 11 on it, and it is an
Yeah,
old Pentium processor. So I wonder how that works.
yeah. There's certain. Oh, the T2 chip. That's the biggest thing. It needs to be at least, I think, a fifth generation CPU, and that
This is
needs
the 14, I believe.
it has to have the TPM 2.0 chip, and then it has 4 gigs of RAM. Here, let me just pull it up. Windows requirements. System requirements. 4 gigs of RAM, 1 gig of processor. It doesn't say what generation. 64 gigs of RAM of storage, which is kind of a joke because that's barely enough once you're all updated. Go to your mic
Right.
and see how many you're using right now. It's like 40, right?
You said it's under, what is it?
How much storage is being taken up on that drive already?
It's wanting to restart again.
That's fine.
It says it's taking up 32 gigabytes so far.
Yeah, yeah. So when you're totally updated, it'll probably be closer to 40.
40. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that would be pretty ugly to only have 64 gigabytes.
right.
Which what you think would be pretty standard about what 5-10 years ago, actually.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I stopped messing with PCs altogether, and everything was just pretty much, hey, my phone does all this shit. You know what I mean?
for a lot of
Right
people
around the
married to themselves to a desktop computer. Yeah, a handheld computer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did that right around the time Windows 10 come out. So
Right.
all right, we are updating and restarting for the third time now, so we'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
So most of your drivers are probably installed at this time, but I still want you to manually check because the drivers can sometimes be a separate optional driver.
Heard
Update.
that, which is what I just did, as you've seen. So maybe this is the last one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? All right. While this is restarting, I want to go grab me some more Mountain Dew.
Cool.
Take it a second.
That's weird. All right. Sounds like it's almost done. It sounded like it just rebooted.
Reboot.
Yeah.
Yep. That's up.
Your updates one more time.
All right. Sweet. Still can't sign into OneDrive though.
Well, you can try it at this point.
No, I just the error message popped up saying it again. I don't know why I'm tired. Hell, I slept all day.
Well, yeah, you're off schedule.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Stay on your schedule to maintain your health.
Maintain, yep. It's been a little bit of everywhere here lately with the move and everything going on. I'll actually be sending out for the Apollo, not next week, but Christmas week, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I should have the Apollo here before New Year's.
It's not there.
That'll take a lot. What's that?
It's still not there, huh?
No, not yet, but I'm ready for it to be because it'll take a big stress relief off my shoulders.
Right.
Well, where are we at here?
Just do the updates one more time. See if you have any pending.
Yep, got a couple more.
Do you see under the optional, are there any there?
Nope, looks like we already did all those.
Yeah, those are probably more important than a lot of people realize because those are usually drivers or firmware.
Make the work. Kind of curious to see how quick everything's going to be and ready for it to be ready. Might as well just be like getting a new computer. I forgot how long it takes setting up a new computer.
Well, this is usually what I go to rebuild it. And then if I don't usually like to do this particular sort of service in someone's home if I'm doing a house call because of the awkwardness of just waiting.
Waiting, yeah.
Yeah. Usually when I do a house call, it's to get their Wi-Fi going, to get a printer going, or there's certain things that people are willing to have me do what I would rather do here at the shop. So it's like, okay, fine, give me my hourly rate.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
If they don't
much.
playing laser tag with the eyes, then we'll do it.
And like I said, I still think that's a really good deal.
Right.
Especially if it is something like that. You don't have to bring anything with you. It's just all convenient, you know.
Yeah, on occasion I have to bring something, but these days more and more people have their stuff in the cloud, which makes it easier. Like when you log in your Microsoft account, it'll all just fall down onto the new hardware.
Huh.
What's up?
Oh, I'm sitting here looking to see about New Vegas. Everything's just really fast. It's a lot faster than it was.
You're using Edge, the Edge browser?
Yeah, just for now. Just till I get everything kind of set up my way. I'm just doing some browsing, you know.
Cool. So we're basically fixed, right?
As far as, I mean, everything's working, but it's still, it's a little laggy right now. Through this up.
Wait, is it doing updates though? Or they're not quite done?
Nope, we are at 100% for that.
So you're basically fixed. You just have to screw it tight, right?
Yeah, it looks like everything is actually finally done now because it's not giving me no more option to do anything else.
Cool.
Yeah. That's
I
it,
guess
right?
so. Sweet.
Okay.
So now you can just start.
So now it's just a matter of.
Yeah. So technically, we've been shooting the ship for an hour and a half, but it only took us less than 45 minutes to make it a usable machine.
Yeah, I mean it's fast.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely noticeably fast.
Yeah. So just make sure, because it's not mounted properly, if it stops booting, make sure your hard drive's not flopping around in there.
Falling out. Well, I got that.
The double stick tape is
tape.
probably enough, but just in case.
I'm hoping that command tape.
Right.
Be definitely. They had no problem downloading it from that because that's where I always got it before.
Cool. So we're set.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think give me a couple days to kind of get everything set up, and we'll do a nice little performance test on it. Hopefully, that by then my new camera set up and all that comes in too.
Are you getting the camera I suggested?
I haven't decided if I want to go with a. I know I definitely want to get one of those.
Right. Yeah.
Like you got. But I think with the Logitech,
the IPVO camera, because it has an arm. See here, it's got this. See, this is it here. So it's like it does that for the document, but then I use it to do my web, because I can just face it at me, and then I can turn it around because I can flip it all the way. So if I want to face it at the screen of a computer, so I can show what people I'm up to, I can do. Right. And then it's got a exposure button on the back, and then I can turn turn autofocus on or off. So for the $90 it's twice the camera that any $30 or $40 Logitech is.
I think the Logitech I'm looking at is actually around $70. It's a.
It works for me.
Logitech
obviously, I'm using it off purpose, but it works.
But I think that's going to be really good for when I'm like opening cards and what have you.
Right. Oh yeah, because you can put the card on. You can actually use it more for what it's for.
Exactly.
Because if you actually do this, then you've got an overhead camera.
Yeah, I'll probably have it over here, you know, like here all the time. So then I'll have my main camera back here in the light ring, sitting inside the light ring.
Right.
So
yeah,
kind of curious to see on how good the webcam is on this laptop. I know it's only 480p.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know how well that camera is going to work, but anything you hybridize is going to dumb down the quality of each part. It's almost like a vehicle that's not really an off-road vehicle, but it's an SUV, so they try to advertise its off-road ability.
Right.
But if you really want an off-road vehicle, you got to get a G-Wagon or a Samurai, something that's really designed to be off-road.
Oh, I would take a Samurai over a G-Wagon any day of the week.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. Oh, we were actually already downloading Fallout New Vegas. Okay, so yeah. So let me get that downloaded and
all right,
to get everything set up. And then
cool.
I'm thinking this next live stream, whenever you want to go do it next, we should do some. I'm gonna get a benchmarking program and see exactly what the frame rates are like.
We gotta figure out your Wi-Fi though. We still don't know where your router is.
Yeah, see, I noticed that the hiccups
because
getting annoying.
It's going to frustrate everyone. So at least find out where it is, and if it turns out to be one of those Earl Shy piece of crap routers, then it might be worth talking to the owner of the place about upgrading it. My suspicion is that it's like a 15-year-old router that's not even using the modern standards.
Yeah, because it's definitely low quality.
No, I got something like Wi-Fi G or something, which is like 10-year-old standard.
I don't know. Well, I was going to get a Wi-Fi adapter, but we're on my smartphone right now doing this, which I'm sure has the newest Wi-Fi built into it. So I don't think upgrading my adapter is.
Yeah, I think that router is probably just old, and obviously the building owner is not an enthusiast, so they got the cheapest whatever they could find.
Whatever the cheapest AT&T option is.
Right.
Yeah, because that's who we have our internet through now is AT&T. So if I gotta go spend $100 or so on a premium router, I think that'll be. I think what it is it's built into one of the walls here.
Right. Well, here's my router here. This is my router here. It's got a touchscreen, so I can see everything connected.
What's that one? Well, that tells you all kinds of stuff.
It's got a total dashboard. I get to literally see what's connected just by looking at it. So, but that's kind of a pricey router. That's $400 for someone who's like, it's like buying an expensive carburetor, I guess.
Yeah, I think that is be like buying an expensive carburetor. But at the same time, I've got to upgrade my setup just for. I'm going to have experience on my own live streams as well. You know what I mean? So I definitely have to upgrade everything.
See if you can figure out where that router is. How many units are in that place?
Hell. Probably 400 and something per building if I had to guess.
Okay, yeah. So, that's part of the problem because you're sharing all that bandwidth with probably 10 or 20 other people right now.
Well, I think it's one router per apartment.
Oh, per apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, so you actually do have your own router.
Yeah, I just don't know. I couldn't tell you where it's at. I've literally looked up and down this place, and there's like no obvious little storage catch or something for it.
Attic space?
Not that I see. There's like no hatch.
There's no door
that I see that I can crawl up there. There is a locked closet maintenance. It's that.
Right. Got it.
The closet indicates the maintenance men have access where the water heater and stuff is.
Well, when you got your phone with you, go stand by the door and see if it goes to full bars.
I'm at full bars. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've got perfect Wi-Fi sitting right here where I'm at. It's just, I don't think the router is. That's what I'm saying. Like it says I've got good connectivity, but
weird.
Our life suggests otherwise. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and it's you because mine isn't dropping off at all. So, oh well.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't drop. Yeah, see, mine does. Whereas yours will stutter to me every few.
Here, let me see if we can figure out exactly what kind of hardware you have. Let me see what. Let's see if we go to Google. Let me see if I got what is my IP. Well, let's say what my IP it is. It says it's Frontier. Let me do this. Let me go grc.com. Let me see. I'm trying to come up with an easy way for you to figure out what your browser might be. Your router might be. I'm sorry. Man, this site's old here. Let's see. You know what? That's not gonna show me what I need. Let me try Shields Up and see if it tells me anything.
It says my battery's at
205%.
It says my battery is at 255%.
That doesn't make sense. Oh, is it still scanning? Oh, it's still scanning. Yeah. What is my router?
Yeah, it says my battery. We'll shut off.
Oh, there we go. Let's do this. Let me go CMD. Okay, let's do IP config. Okay, let me figure out. Do you know what your MAC address is?
How would I even know something like that?
Let me see if I can figure out what router, what name is. Hold on, I'm gonna go. Part of a MAC address is unique to the manufacturer. Yes, there we go. The first 3 octets, group of 8 bits. Good. Okay, first. That's my local Ethernet. What is. There. What is the MAC address for my router? Oh, there it is. Let's see here. Well, I'm cheating because I have a touchscreen router and a 680D7.
Oh, yeah. That'd be convenient.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to see if this works here. If I can Google it and know what brand this is. 68D7. Let's see here.
So there's pretty much nothing else I can do to boost performance with this laptop, huh?
I think your router is going to be the next thing you have to take care of.
Okay. But there's nothing hardware-wise that we can do now?
No. I mean, technically, that CPU is part of the motherboard. So theoretically, you could potentially change out the CPU, but I don't think that's one of those CPUs that can be swapped out.
Okay. Yeah. It looked like it was all one piece. See, because I was looking online and I can get the i5 version of this exact same laptop for about $140. And it comes with a 500 gigabyte hard drive and 4 gigabytes of RAM. So I wonder if it would be suitable to buy the same laptop in the future, but with an i5 and do the same upgrade.
Right.
Would the i5 even be worth the i3?
For you, maybe. Now that you have an SSD, the i5 would be useful because with the mechanical drive, an i3 probably wouldn't be something that you would care about because the i5 is not going to take as much advantage of a mechanical drive because it can't be fed enough data as fast.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where the i5 will shine in, man.
Right.
I might go splurge and go grab me an i5. Maybe not right away. I want to enjoy this for what it is.
All right. Let me see if I figured out an easy way to get your router. I know what router I have. We got to figure out what the MAC address is of your router. We go. Let's see. Let's see here. How else can we figure out your IP, your MAC address? Or can you do this? Can you type in 192.168 into the browser?
Yeah.
Just go open up a browser.
All right, what am I typing in?
192.168.
.168.
Yep. .1.1.
All
Now
right.
hit enter. What's it say?
Still loading up.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it still appears that I still don't have the best of internet.
Right. No, because
performance hasn't really went up in that.
That's a real comment.
It actually says it can't even reach the page.
Try this one. 192.168.0.1. Did you try that one?
Yep, it says the same thing. Can't reach this page. Took too long to respond.
All right. Let me do. Let me try something here.
I wish there was a diagnostics I could pull up. See
Yeah,
just
I'm trying
exactly
to find one
how
that's easy for someone that's not savvy. Hold on. ipconfig/all. Okay, can you type? Do me a favor. Open up. Oh, there we go. That's what I was needing. All right, hold on. Let's see if this is going to give you what a non-techie can read here. I got it. Okay. Wireless is good. Nope, screen is way too big here. Okay, what you need is, I figured out what you can do that's easy. Let's do wireless. Okay. Okay. When wireless. Ethernet adapter. Yeah, but that's that. That's not going to give me what I need, is it? Hold on. Wireless, Ethernet, Bluetooth, work.
Oh, it wants to restart.
You probably have one or two little updates here.
All right, I'll let it do its little restart thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you're going to easily pull up. Realtek, Dell. Yeah, getting.
I had a Surface before I ended up getting these, and I sold the Surface because not that there was anything particularly wrong with it, but the battery life literally lasted about 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Unplugged. And the Surface is just not serviceable at all, and nobody that I called actually even touch it. I tried to get that upgraded.
Right. 192.168.
But that was probably arguably my favorite.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I was going to say, did I tell you to try 192.168.0.1?
192.168.0.1.
Tried that. Okay. Let's see here. Here, I'll do this. I know what I'll do. You still have Facebook open?
No, I haven't done any of that yet.
Okay, I'll give you addresses to copy and paste. 192.168.
Yeah, I'll need my phone back because I got 2-factor and all that. I wonder if it's because it wants to restart.
I'm going to give you a few different addresses to type in there. Admin common.
Ooh, I better plug my phone in. We got 2% remaining. Wasn't counting on it dying that fast. I had a full charge before we started the live stream.
Really? Oh, you know what it is? If your internet sucks, it's going to be pulling more of the battery.
Yeah, I definitely went from a full charge to a little bit of nothing in less than 2 hours.
Can you do this? Let's figure out what you're at. Yeah, open up CMD when you're. Go ahead and plug your phone in. Okay,
yeah,
good. Go to CM. So where you can type down by the start button.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I ain't got a very long cord.
I know what yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of this already. Let me know when you're ready. So open up a DOS window. So you see where you can type? Type yep. CMD. That's Charlie, Mike, Delta.
Charlie, Mike, Delta. Command prompt.
Okay, good. Now type IP config. Just type IP config. Correct.
Spaces. Ooh, yeah. Okay. What are we looking for?
IP. Okay, you see where it says default gateway? Go ahead and type that address in the address bar. Don't say it out loud. We're live. That's private information.
I heard that.
Probably no one's going to hack you, but especially with the number of viewers we get. No, someone's on the feed like, oh, let's see what kind of information we can get. So where it says default gateway, did you type that into the address bar? You there?
Yep, got AT&T.
Okay, so you got an AT&T login? Okay, you got it sounds like you got crappy DSL then. Now we know what you got.
Well, it says I got 2.4 frequency status is enabled and 5G frequency status is also
okay, can
enabled.
You go to Google and just type speed test? Let's see how fast it is.
Okay.
You there? All right.
Yeah, I'm here. Speed test.
Yeah, it should just give you your number.
What's that? Speed test. All right.
How fast is it?
It says run speed test. All right, there we go. It's testing.
All right.
Yeah, it's testing.
Should be done already.
Yeah. It says my latency is 65 milliseconds.
Yeah.
And my download speed is 50.1. My upload speed is 3.6. Your internet connection is very fast. Your internet connection.
Wait, can you show me?
Multiple devices.
Can you show me what numbers you're looking at with your camera?
Second here. It's kind of hard because, like I said, my phone's literally on like 2%.
Well, I want to see what if you're reading the numbers as I think. Oh wow. Yeah, those are definitely 50 megs down. That's definitely respectable. Why the hell is your internet so crappy?
Right, that's what I'm saying. And we're on my brand new iPhone 14. So if we were doing this on the computer, I would say, okay, but
That's really
for this,
you're not Ethernet. You're definitely on the laptop's Wi-Fi, right?
yeah, this laptop's on the Wi-Fi, same network that my phone's on.
That's so weird.
All right.
Wow. 50 megs down. I was not guessing those numbers. But all right, well, we don't know why your phone's not behaving properly.
Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, we haven't even, we're on my phone here, and it's breaking up something horrible.
I'm trying to think why it might be doing that if you get good service. Does it say your Wi-Fi is full bars?
Yeah, I'm all the way full. Balls to the wall. At least so it says.
Wow.
Yeah. Balls to the wall.
Here, you have go ahead and put the Ookla speed test on your phone.
Okay.
I want to see what your phone says.
I wonder if I can do that. Oh, I'm on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't. Go ahead and install the speed test. Or actually, you could go to Google. Let me see here. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello?
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was able to do it without dropping the call.
Okay.
If it drops it, it's not a big deal. You still there? Running speed test. This is interesting.
All right. Check your email.
What do you get on the phone?
Check your email. I sent the results to you.
All right.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as good as the computers.
Oh, really? So the computer is really outperforming the phone.
Yes, my computer, my old ass computer, is outperforming my brand new, less than a month old iPhone 14.
Okay, so the numbers that you got are going to be totally underrated because of your live stream. So go ahead and run it when we're not on the call.
And compare that.
Yeah, but your phone should not. Yeah, there's some up. Your phone is your phone totally updated to 16?
What's that?
Is your phone totally updated?
I didn't catch it. You broke up at that
Is
last
your
part.
phone totally updated?
Yeah, I'm all the way.
That's weird. Yeah, so go ahead and when you're done with me, run the numbers again and see if they're better. Yeah, because if you're
okay.
This sort of activity, obviously, you're not going to get accurate numbers anyway. So
that my phone battery is completely dead too. We're now on wall power.
yeah,
so.
I just don't know why your phone, brand new, is behaving that way because your computer, no way your computer should be outperforming your phone.
Right. I mean, do you think it's just could be a cheap router deal, even though the internet's good? Just
Right.
still a cheap router.
Weird.
Yeah. I mean,
Huh.
this has been an ongoing problem.
Well, anyone else in the family have a phone you can run a speed test on?
Oh yeah, I guess my mom could probably run
Yeah,
a speed test on her.
Let's narrow it down. Maybe your phone has a weird glitch.
Yeah, I was telling you, it was a junk out of the box. It was glitchy out of the box. I was like, wow.
So was it a refurb?
No, it was brand new. Brand new to the Apple Store.
When's the last time you rebooted it?
Hell, I don't know.
Okay. So when you're done with me, go to the settings, do a restart, not reset the phone, but just reboot it.
Right.
People don't realize that they are just a computer. So reboot it once every several days, and it'll likely make it a more reliable experience.
Yeah, but it's definitely even just orientation.
Right. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely still okay. A little irritating trying to get the rotate right.
You say that's a 14?
All right.
That's an iPhone 14?
Let's restart this. It's asking for a restart.
Good. Oh, so you were still doing updates on the laptop, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then it's wanting to. All right, so restarting this.
Yeah.
All right.
You got it. Yeah, your phone might actually have an issue.
What's that?
That's just weird. Cool. All right.
Yeah, the whole slow internet thing is definitely
Well, if
baffling.
you're getting fit in your lap, your 6 or 7-year-old phone is outperforming your brand new iPhone 14, and has an issue.
Yeah, something's not right here, and I know it's not. I would like to say it's because I'm too far away from the router or something, but I don't even know where the
No, you're a literal 6 or 7-year-old
here. So, but it says I got
outperforming your brand new iPhone. That's weird.
Yeah, it's definitely
Right.
so. Yeah, just people definitely so far, it's definitely noticeable from the last time I booted this thing on.
I think your phone has its own issues. Oh, so there's a setting in the iPhone. It's reset network settings. Do that.
Reset
Network
settings.
Yeah. So there's something up with your phone. I think your phone is the issue. It's gonna if you do that right now, it's gonna kick us off. You still there? Well, if he goes away, then he did it.
Where's the network
general?
settings
But
at?
if you do that, you're going to end this call. So if you want to do that, we've been talking a while anyway. So
Okay.
general, and then network settings. Let me see where it is. If you
I think it broke up the call.
I'm still here. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, I'm still here. I guess it just kind of it freezes the video.
Yeah, I've been frozen for about 5 minutes now.
Oh, all right. No, this time I'm actually frozen, but I think that's because I went exploring on the phone. Let me just Google it. Where is it? Reset network settings. iOS 16. Okay, go to the settings app on your phone, then go to general, then go to transfer or reset iPhone. Oh man, that's not intuitive. Transfer or reset iPhone, and then reset network settings. You will be prompted to enter your iPhone PIN to confirm what you'd like to do. Got it.
I got to restart my whole phone.
Here, I went to Google, and here, this is what you want to do. I'm going to Google I'm going to copy and paste exactly what I Googled.
Okay.
And it gives you an exact. The first Google shows you exactly what you're wanting to do. That'll reset your network settings. So I just texted you through Facebook exactly what you should Google. And the first thing that comes up is how to reset your network settings.
Okay.
So do that. See if your phone works better. So I actually think your phone is the actual culprit, not your crappy internet.
Not the internet.
No, there's no reason your 6 or 7-year-old Dell should be able to outperform your brand new iPhone.
I'm looking at something here on, well, lost video altogether now, it looks like.
Yeah, I think we did.
Wow.
It's all right. I'm all black on the video. That's all right. Let's call it quits. You going to be around for another call tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. I'll bug you. I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry. I've missed my dinner time.
I heard that.
All right.
Yeah, let's pick this up tomorrow evening.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for showing up. If you want a conversation like this, give me a call at 855-434-8787. Show up in the chat or send me an email at southbaytechgurus.com. All right. We're good.
All right. See you in the next one.
See you later.